Joe Burrow could be rewriting the business model for QBs going forward in the NFL. Now, I'm sure Joe is going to get a fat mega deal, but check this out.
Yeah, you got to have good players. You can't. You see, it doesn't matter how good your quarterback is if you don't have good players around him. You're not going to be a very good team.
But let's say you get $45 million and the next highest paid guy on your team gets $20 million. You're going to make it very difficult, almost impossible to build a good team around him. There's a very short list of guys, basically none. I know Patrick Mahomes just signed that mega deal, but not many guys have signed this huge deal and have been able to compete. You usually sign it, the team realizes they can't afford you, and the next thing you know, you're playing for the New York Jets. And you don't want to be the lonely guy in the mansion wearing a man bun, sitting in the dark and, drinking and smoking ayahuasca. But suppose a megastar like Joe Burrow took a little less to help the team compete for Super Bowl year in and year out. If you can't manage $30 million, you can't manage $50 million. You'd have a great team. You're going to win multiple championships with guys you've grown up with, you've competed with, the blood, sweat, and tears and went through it all. That stuff means something. That's worth more than a mansion and a sports car, which you're going to be able to buy at $30 million anyway. Another thing, too, you're going to have more endorsements, advertisements. You're going to have your sports legacy. That stuff means something, right? So I think it proves that going forward, what a quarterback needs to win multiple championships is the ability to put the team before himself. Now, Joe is never going to have to buy a beer or a meal in Ohio, and he can stay on anyone's couch south of Dayton. The guy's a made guy already. And this could anger every agent in the NFL. They'll act like they're looking out for their clients' best. This is going to drive them crazy to see if Joe doesn't take a max crazy deal. They're going to be jumping out of the windows with their slick back hair, but they're thinking about themselves and their fat checks. That's the number one priority for them. Joe could break the bank, and it's well-deserved, but he might just change the way the quarterbacks need to do business going forward.